Better Call Saul Season 3, episode number 6. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here to next week's episode of Better Call Saul. Last week, we finally had the case. We'll call it Jimmy versus Chuck, right? And we ended the episode. I hope we still pick up with the case and we don't, start the episode with it kind of over. Maybe we will because we kind of saw the, brunt of it last week. But we ended the episode. Jimmy finally outsmarted Chuck and he broke him, and that's exactly what Jimmy and Kim were going for, I think. But I don't think he expected it to be that much. Like, not only that aside, the actor for Chuck, that performance was just absolutely amazing, man. And the way he kind of just like snapped back into it, looked around, realized where he was, and was like, any more questions? You know what I mean? Like, fuck. He realized that he broke, essentially. Not only that, like, put the entire case itself aside, but just the fact that he has to realize now that it's a mental thing, not a physical thing, right? Because if that battery was on him that whole time, yeah, Jimmy got him to break and show everybody that it is a mental thing too. But this whole time, Chuck thought it was a physical thing and thought it was, not mental. But now Chuck has to realize it's a mental thing too, right? Because that battery was on him the whole time. So it's got to be a lot hitting Chuck all at once, man. But I think they did a fantastic job with last week's episode. Again, it's one of those episodes that, like, it's not action heavy or anything like that. And I wouldn't say the show is, at least up to this point. But it was just one of my favorite episodes in the Breaking Bad universe, period. Like, out of all of Breaking Bad and everything I've seen in Better Call Saul so far, I'd say it's probably a top 10 for me out of the entire universe. Top 10, if not top 15. But fantastic stuff last week. I'm excited to see what we have in store for this week. So guys, I'm going to stop wasting time. We're going to go ahead. We're going to hop into this episode. Before we do, I do ask if you guys are new to the channel, you do hit that subscribe button, comment down below what you guys want to see next, man. Drop a like on the video for your boy. Full reaction will be up on Patreon, as well as early access to the next 2 episodes if you guys want to check that out. Link in the description down below. But we're going to go ahead. We're going to hop into this episode. Damn, that's right. We didn't even pick up with Hector at all last week. I forget, like, that's how good the show is. I completely even forgot about this storyline going on for a second with Hector and Gus and whatnot. Yeah, this is the place he was doing the deals with Tuco. I guess Hector comes now to watch over. That's how he stored his money when he gave it to Eladio, right? Hey, crazy. Hey.
Hola, Don Hector. Hey, Nacho.
Have a seat.
All nervous and shit.
How's your dad?
Fine.
Business good?
Yeah, I think so. Cool. All right.
Hey, my father's gonna bring in his Corolla. His dogs tore up the back seat. Like, ate the stuffing.
You don't want to talk, man. Just business. That's all he got. They look light.
Why didn't you make it up on your end?
I did, but I couldn't make it all up. You got my share, man. I swear.
Make it up next week.
Thank you, Nacho. Don Hector.
He's lucky that ain't Tuco. Tuco would have handled it differently, probably. Nacho's so much more, like, level-headed. I like Nacho's character, dude. I want to see more of him.
Who works for who? Huh?
Come on.
He was gonna let it slide too. Damn. Nacho seemed like he don't like doing that stuff, you know what I mean? Like, he wanted to let him slide. I feel like he's about to fuck something up. Fuck his hand up. Ah. Yep. Got his hand. He don't like doing that stuff, man. It's just interesting seeing a character like him because I feel like everybody in the cartel is just so fucking hot-headed. You know what I mean? At least that we've seen or been introduced to.
You've heard from many of Mr. McGill's clients today. Every one of them came here gladly in support of their lawyer.
They all came.
Jimmy McGill reached out to people who otherwise may never have seen an attorney in their entire lives because Jimmy McGill cares about people. He's devoted the past 3 years of his life to his brother's welfare. Waking at 5 in the morning to buy Charles's favorite newspaper from the single newsstand in the city that carries it. And yet during this time, Charles McGill's irrational animus towards his brother grew to epic proportions. He had been betrayed by his only living blood relative. Jimmy snapped.
That's good. That's good closing from Kim.
Is the legal profession better with Jimmy McGill in it? I believe the answer is a resounding yes.
Damn.
Here's to
That
12
was a good
short
closing.
months. Also, somebody call the Pope, because according to your summation, I ought to be a saint. Me and Mother Teresa, right up there.
12 months? So did he get suspended for 12 months?
Have you given any thought to what you're gonna do for the next year?
Yeah.
You know, with your clients?
Whoa, slow down. That is tomorrow talk, counselor.
Damn, it is curious. I am curious. So what's he gonna do for the next year? Like, if it was the end of the season, I'd be like, oh, it's gonna be a time jump. But we're only at episode, we're at the halfway point, right?
I was out there knocking for almost an hour.
It sounds like Chuck. I'm sure he's fine. He's just being dramatic.
Well, I think it's a little bit more than that. I want you to come with me to get him to let us in.
No,
Jimmy,
no more.
He needs our help.
No thanks.
You owe it to him.
No.
I don't owe him squat.
You got what you wanted. Now it's time to do what's right.
Yeah. No.
Jimmy, he's still your brother.
Not anymore, he's not.
Damn, that was the final straw.
Chuck was right about you all along. He's mentally ill. What is your excuse?
Was he mentally ill when he lied to Jimmy back then? No. Was he mentally ill back then when he lied to Jimmy and made Howard not hire him? No.
Thing is, I sort of volunteered you for something.
What?
To help with a new playground.
Ugh.
Well, the kids deserve way better than that, don't you think?
Sure, but why me?
Well, they need someone who knows how to pour concrete. You built a carport when Maddie was a kid.
I did.
Yeah, he told me about it a bunch of times. Sorry, I can get you out of it. I just thought
No,
it
it's
was...
fine. Just tell me when, where. Come on, gee.
Damn, man. It's probably hard for him to think about the memories, right? I mean, we don't see Mike get emotional too much. I think the only time we really saw him get emotional was last season when we got the backstory on his son. Howard at Chuck's, you gonna try? I mean, a 12-month suspension's still a lot, but I mean, at least, it's not permanent, which is exactly what Chuck wanted, and he did all this shit for.
I'm not leaving, Chuck. I don't want to wake up the neighbors, but I got all night.
I still gotta say, man, I like Howard's character too. I hate that I hated him so much in season 1, but it's how the writing was and what they wanted. The other thing too, Chuck is probably so fucked up, not only because he technically lost overall because he didn't get him, disbarred, but also because he's thinking, damn, this is a mental thing this whole time. Maybe I am going crazy.
That is a 35-year-old McAllen. I'm not going to tell you how much it cost, but don't worry, it's coming out of my end.
Chuck looks so dead.
Jimmy was suspended for 12 months. This is a win, my friend. I know, it doesn't feel like it. You can keep looking backwards, stay focused on your brother, what he's up to, or you can go forward, put your energy into the future. Anything else is a waste of your time and intellect.
To new beginnings.
Ooh.
To new beginnings.
Does he really mean that though? So uneasy, dude. Like, they set the tone so good. The thing is, man, even though it is mental, like mental things like that can sometimes be even harder to, fix.
Where do you want to start?
With the A's.
Hi, Mrs. Adamson. It's Francesca at Jimmy McGill's office. Are you available to talk with Jimmy? Okay, great. Mrs. Adamson.
Hello, dear. Do you have a moment? I just wanted you to be the first to know that I'll be taking a brief sabbatical from the law. Just 1 year.
Gotta let his clients know.
The details will all be in a letter you'll receive shortly, mostly legal boilerplate. Now, you give that nephew a hug for me. Niece. Next.
He's good with old people, man. That's why they all showed up for him, too.
Mr. Levine, can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me still?
A lot of people to go through. He's built up a good client base.
Mr. Yalowitz, hey, it's Jimmy McGill. Listen, for your future lawyering needs, I am taking a hiatus of 1 year. Will you please watch your mail for a letter from my office? Were you the pilot of the B-29? 32 missions. Holy.
Damn.
Well, can I just say, sir, that you are one of the people who made the greatest generation so damn great. I salute you.
Someone who actually flew it.
Get me KWBV.
You gotta tell him to take the commercial down.
Get me somebody who can pull a commercial. Stat.
Did he get it pulled in time?
It is my KWBV contract. I almost let one of my ads run today.
You can't do that.
I know. You can't believe this? I've got 9 airings left. I'm out $4,000.
Ooh, that's not too bad.
This pile of garbage explicitly states I'm not allowed to resell.
Well, we're not doing her any favors by keeping her in the dark. She should start looking.
So you want to fire Francesca?
Why waste money on something we don't need?
As far as I'm concerned, nothing's changed, all right? I'll hold up my end, you hold up yours, 50-50.
Oh, he's gonna get into some dirty shit.
The day I don't show up with my half, that's the day we'll talk about closing this place.
Ooh, maybe he gets into some stuff for Gus? But I mean, he can't do law-related stuff. Not only that, but he can't get caught doing no dirty shit either.
1 commercial, flat rate, $849.95, beauty part again, free airtime. And when this thing runs, you're gonna get calls. I can promise you that.
We'll think about it.
That means they're not doing it.
We would have you on the air by 3:20 this afternoon.
Today, you're going to shoot a commercial in the next 2.5 hours.
Oh, no. I mean, there's a whole post process. I mean, there's editing and mixing, coloring, layback. It's a whole McGilly you don't want to know. But we would need to be shooting in the next 15 minutes.
They're like, nah, I'm good.
You could make a commercial.
Have you not been listening? That's what I've been trying.
A commercial selling commercials?
Oh, right.
Right, just to fill this 1 slot and maybe get somebody to buy the other 8?
Repeat after me. For a limited time, we'll shoot your commercial today and have it on the air tomorrow.
For a limited time, we'll shoot your commercial today and have it on air tomorrow.
I thought you were like president of the drama club or something.
I'm treasurer.
For a limited time only, we could
maybe next time. Woof.
You can do this or not, because either way, I'm getting my $100.
Damn, man, it's smart on her part, right? Maybe you can shoot a commercial. Maybe Gus will end up airing. Damn, their meeting spot. So cool to see it again. Their headquarters. So I wonder, he must be taking Hector's stuff across too, right? There's old boy. They hide him under the floorboards now, huh? Or maybe this is just Hector's stuff they're hiding under here, because in Breaking Bad they were hiding the blue meth inside the buckets, right? Wonder what that is. Is that just dirt? Or is that like some type of seasoning or something to help cover the smell?
All the same weight?
Within a quarter gram.
Do you have a scale?
Take your pick.
It's like when you split something with your brother and sister, you got to measure each half, make sure it's perfectly even.
Forgot how to count? You get 5.
Don Hector gets 6. He's expecting 6, and that's what I'm gonna bring.
Call Gus. So tense.
Give it to him. Sure. Give it to him.
You hear that evil voice the second time you said it? See that look in his eyes, man? I think he's starting to crack a little bit, right? Too much. Having a beat. Crazy 8. Saw him stitch himself on accident. Then this. Oh, is this where he built the underground lab? Yeah, this is the washing machine place. This isn't up and running yet, is it? First sale, and he ended up getting it. Damn. So cool seeing all the beginnings, right? The new beginnings. Oh, wow.
Well, it could work.
Damn. Even way back then. Holy shit. That's so cool. I love all the characters, seeing them, man. Lydia, dude. Holy shit. Yeah, I see he's trying to get out here and break himself from it. Yeah, look at him. Wow. I think him getting his mind off of it would help. Like, doing something like this, I don't think is going to help, because he's going out here with the mentality thinking like, is it affecting me? Is it affecting me? Is it getting better? Is it getting better? He needs to go out and do something he enjoys so that he can get his mind off of shit. You know what I mean?
May I speak with Dr. Lara Cruz, please? Yes, I'll hold.
That's not the doctor he had, right? When he was in the hospital?
I'm a patient, former patient. I need to see Dr. Cruz as soon as possible.
I'll take you.
Thank you.
I took the 5, then one more.
What is it? Did he piss himself?
No, he wasn't there. It was just disguise.
So what happened?
They called him, and while we were waiting to see what he'd say, one of the guys put a gun to my head.
They put a gun to your head?
Yeah.
It's no big deal.
Don't talk, man. You're gonna get yourself killed. Dude wasn't the one with the gun to his head, said, no big deal.
Where does he get his upholstery?
From the distributor.
Where is the distributor?
Jalisco.
Jalisco. I want a new way to get my stuff over the border.
He doesn't want to involve his dad.
My father is a simple man. He is not in the business.
You will teach him.
Don Hector, please.
Don't worry, I take good care of Papi. He make money a lot more than with his little sewing machine.
Leonel talked to a guy in Los Lunas. Looks like Tuco knifed the guy, but he definitely broke a guard's jaw. They got him in solitary.
What?
Damn.
All he had to do was 6 months. He'll be in there forever.
He knifed a guy and broke a guard's jaw. Fucking Tuco. Nacho's gonna break, dude. He don't want to involve his dad.
You talk to your father.
Nacho don't want to involve his dad, man. His dad seemed like a good dude, right? When we saw Mike talk to him that one episode back in season 1. Yeah. Ooh, are those the same shoes the twins had on? No, the twins had the skulls on the front, right?
Well, I'm unloading that ad time.
But I thought you couldn't sell it.
Oh, that's the thing. I'm not. They pay me to make a commercial. I throw in the airtime for free.
Smart. So you made a commercial for commercials today?
Yeah.
That quick.
I'm starting to think I might break even here.
What's that I see? Albuquerque's next TV star? It's you, small business owner.
I thought he ended up putting her on there.
And it gets better. I can have you on the air tomorrow. You heard me right. Tomorrow. Better get ready to be famous, Albuquerque. Call me, Saul Goodman.
Saul
Goodman. To know
Goodman.
about you and your business. Call me now.
Saul Goodman. Damn.
Saul Goodman. Yeah.
Saul Goodman.
It's all good, man.
That guy has a lot of energy.
Yep.
Yeah. It's just a name.
Turns into way more.
Huh.
Damn. Oh, that's how we ended, dude. And so Saul Goodman was born. I know he used it earlier on his scams and shit, but season 3, episode 6 of Better Call Saul is in the books, ladies and gentlemen. What an episode, dude. Saul Goodman. And so he is brought to life. Jimmy McGill has been killed, and Saul Goodman is here. Very, very interesting, dude. The first time he's gone public with Saul Goodman, and yes, he has that crazy energy, because I remember in fucking Breaking Bad, the commercials we saw for him had that crazy energy too. So it's literally like a character he plays, you know what I mean? Like how it's even like nowadays, you know, content creators, they have these characters they play, and in person they're different, right? It's so crazy to see. I love it, dude. It's so good. But man, I think the doctor Chuck was trying to call was the one that had saw him in the hospital. I think, I could be wrong, but regardless, he knows it's a mental thing now, and I think that's the biggest thing that's fucking with him. Like, aside from the fact that he didn't get Jimmy completely disbarred, he only got him suspended, right? It's the fact that he knows it's a mental thing now. This whole time he's been thinking it's physical, and it's like, oh, I gotta wait for a cure or this or that, right? But it's mental. It's been mental, man. And it makes sense that it's mental, right? Because there was that phase where he was building up tolerances to it and stuff, and sitting outside for a while and everything like that. But damn, dude, I don't know what's gonna happen now with this storyline. Obviously, Chuck is dead to Jimmy, essentially, at this point, right? You know, we kind of saw that earlier with the Rebecca thing. And Rebecca, like, how are you gonna say, like, your brother, like, because everything Chuck did, like, yeah, don't get me wrong, part of it was after his kind of sickness, but even prior to that, right? Even prior to that, when Jimmy first got his law degree, Chuck was fine at that point. Like, it didn't happen right away. You know what I mean? Like, it happened over time, over the course of Jimmy having his law degree, right? From what I understand anyway. And it's like, at that time, he still chose to stab Jimmy in the back, you know? So it's not like, oh, he's not well and that's the reason he's acting like this or doing this. No, that's not an excuse, man. And it's like, Chuck's a grown-ass man. You know what I mean? Like, you can't sit here and say that for him and say that Jimmy is responsible for him to do this stuff when he did all that for so long and he still just stabbed him in the back. And don't get me wrong, like, people in the comments are like, people keep making excuses for Jimmy and shit like that. Don't get me wrong, like, Jimmy's done some fucked up shit too, but it's like, I don't know, they both have done fucked up shit, and some of the stuff Jimmy has done is wrong. Like, I don't think he should have fucked with the Mesa Verde stuff. I also don't think Chuck should have took it from Kim, but it's like, at the end of the day, they're a law firm. Obviously, they're going to try and retain the client regardless. It's just Jimmy kind of took it personal because obviously there are some personal things there, right, and his feelings for Kim. But it's still, it's like, at the end of the day, man, it's tough, dude. You know, they're brothers, and to see them in this state, it's sad. But I mean, at the end of the day, in Breaking Bad, we know he's off on his own. So I wonder what ends up happening with Kim too at some point, you know, because we never see her character in Breaking Bad. But regardless, fantastic stuff. Everything going on with Nacho, he seems like he's at his breaking point. And I think, you know, Hector trying to fuck with his dad's business it might be the spot where he draws the line. But I like that we get those little details on Tuco too, right? He's still in jail. He just, you know, they said he broke a guard's jaw and he stabbed somebody, so we ain't gonna see him for a while. You know what I mean? Regardless, fantastic episode. I wonder what Gus's ultimate move is here, you know? Like, we see him trying to buy the laundry business and we know what it ends up turning into in the lab under there and stuff, which is cool to see. We saw Lydia there too, which was awesome. But I wonder what all this is gonna ultimately be for Gus on his end, like what he's trying to ultimately play into. Again, we know Hector is really fucked up in Breaking Bad, so I wonder how that happens. I guarantee they're going to show it in the show at some point. It's only a matter of time. But regardless, guys, fantastic stuff. Let me know what you thought about it in the comment section down below. Like always, if you guys did enjoy this reaction video, make sure to leave a like if you guys are new to the channel. Hit that subscribe button for reaction to be up on Patreon, as well as early access to the next 2 episodes. If you guys want to check that out, link in the description down below. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. What is going on, guys? I hope you all did enjoy that video you just checked out. If you did, make sure to drop a like and comment down below what is something you guys want to see me react to next on the channel. I want to give a couple quick shout outs to some of my highest tier supporters over on Patreon, man. Shout out to the homie That's So Gordo, the homie Alexander Collins, and the homie Christopher Larimer. Your guys' support is much appreciated. If you guys haven't already and you do want to join the Patreon family, the link is on screen right now, as well as in the description down below. You get early access to a bunch of videos, up to 2, sometimes even 3 weeks in advance, full-length reactions, and you get to participate in polls to help decide what we do and what we react to on the channel. But I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one.